Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inspiration Tuesday. It took me a moment. I'm just like, what am I doing? It's Inspiration Tuesday. I've had a busy morning and so an afternoon. So I'm so grateful to be here with you for Inspiration Tuesday. Thank you for all coming on. Oh my gosh, it is been a busy week. I hope you all had a good July the 4th. And this is the first time I've seen you again since July 4th. And so lovely. And let's see Canada's on. So thank you all. Yes, absolute pleasure to have you all on. So this month, the theme is breakthrough. And if you're like me, you're believing God for a breakthrough this month, knowing that He is going to do some marvelous things on our behalf. One of my posts was that in this season of rest, God does His best work. He works best when we're at rest. So let's just get into the attitude of restful. I don't know what that really looks like yet, but get into the attitude of being at rest. Even as busy as I am, because I'm now in catch up from all the travel, but I'm just so grateful to God that I have the perseverance and the skill set. This is my discipline to keep going. But I know a breakthrough is coming. And the scripture that the Lord gave me today was Psalms 3 and verse 7. Rest in the Lord. Wait patiently for Him to act. And I know some of you understand that it is difficult to wait on the Lord because as a preacher, I always say this, when God tells me to rest, I get really anxious. I'm going to say the word nervous. I get very anxious because I don't know how long that rest is going to be and how long this season of rest is, or how long the season of to be still, how long the season of being still is. But I want to just give you some guidelines, what I've learned and understood from being for waiting patiently on the Lord, not so much being at rest, but waiting patiently on the Lord. And so when I'm told to wait patiently on the Lord, the first thing is I'm waiting for instruction because it's a new season. And in this new season, He's calling me to wait patiently on Him. And in that waiting patiently, there's another word that adds to that is trust. As you're waiting patiently, you're trusting the Lord because He is now shifting the way you do things. When He says wait, it's because new instruction is coming and a new season is coming. And with that new season comes clear instructions. But to know that those instructions are clear, God gets you to a position of waiting. And in that waiting is being still. It's not so much resting, it's being still. And in that stillness, He's challenging you to hear His voice in a different level because the altar of your change has shifted. And so you might be praying more or praying less. You might be studying the word, and He might give you a particular scripture to study. He might give you a particular book to study. He might give you a particular part of the Bible ministry. Because it's Inspiration Tuesday, let's see when God says to you, wait patiently on Him and trust Him. He is taking you to research. So He's dropping and downloading things for you, directing you into paths that you should be going in. And so waiting is a very integral time with the Lord because He is letting you hear His voice. Thank you, Mashida. Hear His voice on another level, and hearing His voice in a particular situation or particular circumstance. He's speaking to you in a particular way because those instructions are clear, as it says in Proverbs. Hear my instructions, my son. Listen intently. Seek out wisdom. So in this time of waiting, He's giving you specific things to seek after, to seek out for. Yes. And so I'm just so grateful that you are all coming on and putting your responses in. So waiting comes with instruction. Number 2, advanced knowledge of where to look and where to research. I love this with God. Some of the things that He's done in my life, He will drop a particular thing to research, and it's not even in my wheelhouse, as the phrase goes today. It's not even in my wheelhouse, but He'll get me to start to research and look things up. And then sometimes you drop scripture to confirm that's what I'm to look up. People along my path that unknowingly to me start talking to me, and it's about the thing I'm researching. And so look for those key factors of where God is stretching you. Because in the stretching comes the research, comes the looking up, comes the seeking out knowledge. Another way to say research, you're seeking out knowledge. And in the seeking out knowledge, you're seeking out understanding. And with the seeking out understanding, you seek out a way of action to bring it into operation, to bring it into fruition. So that's so important. Number 3 is look out for unlikely people that God will bring into your sphere. Once He starts giving you instructions and telling you where to research, what to look for, then the unusual people start coming into your sphere. And when those people start coming into your sphere, they're coming in at this particular season because God is teaching you to wait patiently. And in the waiting, He's giving you all the tools, the effectual tools that you need. I once did a training course, and they said sometimes you cannot do the educational training course, so you get with somebody who's already done it. And so they help you through. So you're learning through their skill set. You're learning through their mistakes that they've made. Mistakes are a good way to learn. People, do not be afraid of making mistakes, because you know what not to do, and you get fully skilled and what's what I'm looking for, confident in how to react, of how to do things. Your confidence builds when you've done something wrong and you can correct it. Did you hear me? When you've done something wrong and you can correct it, your confidence builds. So look out for the unlikely people that God is bringing into your sphere of influence. I found this quote today. The author is Anne Dillard, and she once said in her book, The Right in Life, how we spend our days is how we spend our life. How we spend our days is how we spend our life. And that is so clear. And that's why you need to, when God starts to separate you, He's breaking you from routine. He's breaking you from what you know how to do without thinking about it. He's breaking you to trust Him in another level, because He's bringing you up to another level. And in that level, He is, interesting, right, Miss Bonnie? Bonnie, and in that next level, He is letting you understand that where you've done things need to change. And so now we're doing things new, and He's teaching you in this step how to do things new. Why is it important to set goals? I put this in as a little thing for you. Why is it important to set goals? Because goals help you to boost your motivation. And when you boost your motivation, your confidence builds, your self-confidence builds. And when your self-confidence builds, you set attainable goals to achieve your dreams. Once again, Annie Dillard said, how we spend our days is how we spend our life. And those of you that came to the conference, you know that we've done or been doing the 30-day challenge, follow your money. And so we'll be meeting up. I'm going to set that date and get those information to you, send up a date where we can get together and see how much money we save, because how we spend our days, I found this afterwards, ladies, how we spend our days is how we spend our life. And so we've been tracking our finances for 30 days. And I'm giving myself a personal challenge. I don't know how many of you will join me in it, but I give myself a personal challenge to track my days, to track my time frame. Many of you know how busy I am and how many things I do in a day. I multitask, always multitasking. Some of my friends call me the queen of multitasking. They do one thing a day, and I do sometimes 5 things in a day. And that's because that's a discipline on my life too. And I overextend myself usually. But so we've been tracking our finances because we want to achieve our dreams, and we want to build that up that self-confidence. And so I just pray that today that you will take a look at is God, what God is saying to you. Psalms 37, verse 7, rest in the Lord, wait patiently for him to act. And resting is not always easy. Trusting is not always easy. Waiting is definitely not easy, but these are combined together. And when you rest in the Lord, he does speak to you. He does rejuvenate you. He does give you the ability to rejoice in the midst of being stretched and strained. And then he really does replenish what you have lost while you rest. But the major thing is wait patiently, waiting on God. And again, I want to remind you, in the waiting, he gives you instructions. He gives you the wisdom for the next level. He gives you the knowledge of what to be researching for, looking out for to take you to your next. He brings people, number three, he brings unlikely people into your sphere of influence so that your influence will be changed. Your level of influence will be changed. And they're teaching you, they're adding their knowledge to you, they're giving you their wisdom, they're giving you, thank you, Miss Sheila, Miss Suzanne, that says they're giving you their experiences also. Yes, they're giving you their experiences. So it helps to boost your confidence to let you know that, okay, I've struggled. They've let you know how much they've struggled, but you see where they are now. Sometimes, I love this, another phrase of mine is, sometimes God shows you your future. He can't bring you into your future, so he brings your future to you. You see people that are doing what you are called to do. In your job, hello, Brian, you see the promotion, you're among the people in the position that God is going to promote you to. And that's so important for you to understand and get the clarity of that as you walk and get trained. That's why coaching is so important in this season, while you're waiting patiently, while you're asking God what to do. And I just love that sphere of influence on my life as a coach. I cultivate where I get people to walk in the confidence and boost their confidence and help them achieve their dreams. We set attainable goals. And so this is the season that we are in, the power of the breakthrough, understanding the realm, the sphere that God is bringing you into, and then sealing it with instructions in your now. So I'm just so grateful for you to join me today for Inspiration Tuesday. What I want to tell you, on Thursday, this coming Thursday, will be Mega Women Praying. I can't believe that we're in the month of July. I'm still reeling from that, in the month of July. So it's Mega Women Praying this coming Thursday at 5:30 p.m. So make sure that you join that. And there will be a live Infinity Center that will be happening on Thursday evening. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't found the Mega Women Show on RMM TV, please start binge watching, because we've got some really great guests and some really great stories that you are going to just absolutely love. It's going to excite you and get you ready to experience your breakthrough and know that your breakthrough is on the way. So that's so important for you to keep binge watching and get to know another side of Dr. Marina in the Mega Women Show, because I interviewed some incredible ladies with incredible stories that have incredible journeys, and they will inspire you, because they're not only entrepreneurs, they are women that give back into their community. And so that's worth getting to know them, because they will be showing up at some point in what I do. So that's an extension of presenting them to you on my platform. But thank you for staying connected with me. Thank you for joining me. And I pray that you have a really good week. And I'll see you on Thursday for Mega Women Praying. And I'll see you in the Infinity Center. God bless you. Have a great week. Oh, how can I forget? Oh my gosh. I want to remind you and invite you to come and be with us in Dallas, November the 7th to the 9th. It's Infinity 2024 Momentum. And so you will want to be there. It's going to be such a powerful time. If you've been watching the news like I have, you've seen the shifting that's taking place. You've seen the shifting that's taking place, not only in the political world, but in the spirit world too. And so you need to be with us in Dallas, Texas, November the 7th to the 9th. All the details are on our social media pages and on our website, rmm.global. So I look forward to seeing you again Thursday for Infinity Center and Thursday for Mega Women Praying. Have a blessed week. Remember, wait patiently for Him to act. Wait patiently for the Lord to act. Bless you all. Have a great week.